And as we roll into the microphone side of things and we get the little warm-up page across, here it comes. Getting there slowly. All right, I've even got I look like a priest. There's a tie. It's not a clerical collar. All right, g'day. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host Noppers today, a little bit hairier than normal. Just enjoying the not shaving for a few days there. Doesn't happen very often. I am in the military, so yes, it's always a pleasure to have that happen. Welcome to what is going to be a ripper of a match. To be honest, this is going to be one of the best matches I think we'll see. And it's really going to test the waters of Chimera in how well or poorly they're going in the competition. And also put the line in a bit of a perspective position as to where they stand versus the up-and-coming Chimera. So I'm excited to be the streamer today. I'm the only streamer, the only English streamer, that is. There's no other streamer on the other side, though, for another language, so because both teams are English-speaking teams. So I've managed to actually get my laptop up and running with a second account that was actually gifted to me just the other day. So I will have a second camera point of view in the top corner. It won't be moving around too much. The map will always come up, though, so we can get the two maps split and things like that. But hey, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can join me anyway. We're just about set up here now by the look of this. They're still waiting for one person from Chimera, so I'm just watching that over here on the screen. For those that haven't watched any of my stuff before, I'm an independent streamer. I don't belong to any clan or group or anything in particular. I support Hell Let Loose and competitive play in particular. I stream a lot of the Chimera matches, of course, because I'm an Oceanic streamer. Unless you haven't already picked up, I may have a strange English accent, which is, of course, Australian. So that's the current state of affairs anyway for how I run. All right, but we are here to watch these two teams play off head to head. So let's have a bit of a look at what they've actually got going on here. First of all, we'll bring the seasonal draw up on the page and to see how we actually got to where we are right now. And that there you can see is the state of affairs. So Chimera up the top there with the line in that 1-0 box up the top there. So Chimera beat who was it, ESPT last week, and I streamed that match as well, so that was really good to watch. And I will be honest with you, Chimera a little bit lucky there because they got it was Remagen, both teams picked it, so that's their choice. If you don't want it, ban it. But Chimera did get the luck of the draw there in actually picking up a spawn point on their side of the river, which meant that they could defend that pretty well. I tell you what, though, if it wasn't for Andy's grenade, ESPT would have cracked that open. They really would have. So very, very fortuitous there, and maybe a little bit of a life lesson for the Chimera team as they progress into the big leagues here. I can't remember who the line beat. STDB, that's it. So they've progressed through as well. And as you can see from the chart there, both teams now get the chance of going through 2-0, which means they're a hell of a lot closer to the finals going that way. If they lose, of course, they'll drop down into the 1-1 box, and then they'll have another 3 or 4 matches to get through to the playoffs. So they're not out of the competition if they lose out today, not by a long shot, but it's a lot more of a smoother journey if you're up in that top end. All right, I know we're not far off here, by the way. I can see things going on there. What are we looking at today? That's our baby, and I love this map. I absolutely love this map. Seems like we've actually had somebody drop from the line at the moment, so it's 49 v 50 at the moment. We're just waiting for that to come up. Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, I love this map. I have so much fun in this map. I enjoy casting it, but it is an interesting map to cast. But I love playing on this map more than anything. So I'm going to be a little bit jealous here of the teams today because they're going to be having the fun that I'm not going to have. And we do say fun. Hell, they're probably going to be stressed, aren't they? There's no question here that both teams are going to have a bit of stress here. They want to get that victory to get through easier. They don't want to be working 5 matches to get through to the playoffs. So that's the map anyway. Interesting points to note here. Those 3 across the middle there, of course, Pierre's Farm, AA Network and the Dugout. 3 very different areas to play. The Dugout in particular has that hill on the eastern side of it, and is sort of a northeast to southwest line of roads and stuff and buildings. So it's different. All right, the map's changed, by the way, so we're just about to start. AA Network is just a big fortification set of trenches and things like that, so it's really gritty fighting. PS Farm wide open, and we'll talk about that depending on which one we actually get. Let's get rid of that map. Let's get ourselves across here to the Seasonal Live. That should be this one. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now, in that top right corner, of course, that's supposed to be a map, and it's not. So that's annoying as poo, isn't it? We'll just get that fixed over here on this computer. Hang on. That's frustrating. So that should be coming up now with nothing at all. Let's see what I'm supposed to be in here. All right, what have we got for this map? It's Pierre's Farm. Ooh, here we go, folks. This is Pierre's Farm. It's going to be a fascinating little fight there. This is a bastard of a point to fight over. I'm just going to spawn myself way over there. And we've got to get that other camera working. It doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Excellent times. Let's see if I can stop sharing. And I'm going to find the squad I'm supposed to be in. It's Mage's squad, I was told. Find Mage. Find the Mage. Where is he? There he is. Hang on a second, folks. I am getting there. Of course, there is a Roger squad. Keep roll there, and we'll spawn up in that. So we'll just get that going up here. But first things first, let's get ourselves up into that nice panoramic view, and we'll have a bit of a look. Two computers at the same time, all new to me, folks, so bear with me a little bit. We might just get rid of that thing up there and that thing up there at the moment. We'll just have that nice view. All right, so what is important, I think, from a blue team perspective, and we'll pop the header up there so we can actually see. So there you go. Chimera are always going to be the blue team. They're the left side. They are the Germans, the Axis, and the Line are always going to be the orange or red team on this main screen. They're the allies in this battle. I think Chimera would be pretty happy drawing the Axis forces. They do like their Axis forces a bit more, and I think most people do, just mainly probably because of Panther tanks. But while we have a look at this map that's going on here, I'm going to try and get that other computer actually up and running with that screen as well. And the main thing to remember here is that Pierre's Farm is wide open, all right? Pierre's Farm is wide open. You do the panoramic now as we look down upon Pierre's Farm, and you can see how it's got like big open areas, especially to the northeast, which is the right of screen there. A few wheat fields around though. Those are going to be quite important for teams to actually push in on. And I'll bring up that. Actually, no, we'll do the two map. Let's get the two map, and I'll see if I can get this other computer going. All right, so we should have, that's one. And very quickly here, get ourselves across. One more. Just doing Video Ninja here, folks. So it's a little bit finicky sometimes. It seems to have dropped off the laptop. I want to share that one. Share that fella there. We should now have that coming up. And if I get that right, we will actually have that. That's the map. I'll get the link. Turn that audio off. Copy to clipboard. Punch it through to myself in there. And then I'll pick it up over here. It's all a bit fancy, isn't it? Hope your day's going well. This wasn't supposed to be this ugly, but it's getting there. There's guest video. All right, there's the properties of the guest video. And you are in there, and a guest video is in there. And video is on. And rec screen is on. Look at that. Two maps are working. So we can see Chimera there is pushing up just on the left side of Pierre's Farm, actually. That's quite a bit of stuff. They've got an anger there, VK in a truck. There's a truckload of trouble there. There's some more. They're all going to the middle of the map. Okay, so they're going towards AA network. Whereas for the Line, of course, they're coming in from both sides there. They've got most of their tankage out on that right flank with a few trucks coming in through that centre area. I'd be keen to see what specifically in those trucks. Lots on the right side by the look of that. Yeah, okay. So we're going to get back to that main screen thing here. Let's go back to the live screen, get rid of that. Here's the first contact starting to happen now. We've got the ATs on the back of those trucks coming in nice and sweet there. Look at that. And they're taking over that plain area now. And, of course, we can see down here they've covered that bottom part of the map there. Right flank, basically, is the eastern side of the map. They're covering the map edge pretty well. And that's important for them to be able to get a fire support base there to shoot across and stop Chimera from flanking out this side, which we have seen Chimera do that before. There's a truck, a ballsy little truck there going straight through the wheat field. no one can actually shoot it because no one's got AT out this side. Entice is the closest person there, and he can't do anything about it. Caledonia's coming up through that south flank there. We can see he might actually get a rocket onto that truck and slow them down. This is a great push from the line, first off, down that left flank. From the north, we'll just quickly point out what I'm talking about here. That's this flank here, down this right-hand side of the map. So they're pushing down the eastern flank there quite nicely. Caledonius now can see that truck going past him. There's supplies there. Oh, he's picked up Powder Monkey. There you go. I know Powder Monkey. I've played many games with him. So there's supplies that the line have dropped down the area for early back garrison. So if they didn't take this point straight off, they would be looking for that opportunity to get a garrison in behind there. So that hasn't quite paid off for it. Luckily, there was an AT guy down there. However, the supplies are still there, and I reckon Daniel at the bottom of the screen here is going to be pushing down there. Chimera have taken the point fairly well so far in that they've got the majority of troops in there, but they're not actually picking up the point. It's contested at the moment. It's blinking backwards and forwards. And the reason I think is that just down below the camera here on the right, as we whip around a little bit here, you can see there's tank fire coming in from up here. There's that tank hiding behind a haystack. He's got his own little support crew there. They're putting in a set of barricades and things like that. So that's going to be a fire support position on Pierre's farm. That's consistent. There's always a garrison over in that area. There's always tanks over there. There's generally an anti-tank gun as well sometimes. So a bit of a problem there for Chimera in they will have to deal with that. And as they reinforce through this central road area, they're going to be shelled vigorously by the line. So great play from the line there up that top right-hand corner, as we can see. All right, Pierre's farm itself not really going anywhere. It's mostly going the line's way because they have the sector weight. Here's a, is that an Angry Luke's in the middle? I can't quite tell at this distance. Yes, it's an Angry Luke's. He's ballsy going out there into the middle of that fire lane. He's probably going to get nailed by that 75. Oh, he's got a bit of a barricade there. Yeah, look, shots going in now towards that Luke's. There's the Panzer IV now shelling from a bit further southwest of the point, and it doesn't have as clear a line of sight. That's a bit of a problem for them. So he's not going to be able to look very well at shooting long range, whereas for the line guys, they're going to be able to shell down quite nicely. I'm just going to get this camera set up here so we can actually see it from this perspective. There we go. That's looking quite nice. So up in that top right-hand corner there, hopefully the map bugger's off. It seems to be frozen, unfortunately. Don't know what's going on there. I might have to scrap the whole thing. Let's see. Looking at what's going on the point, though, here, we can still see that the line are capturing very slowly. There's plenty of stuff going on, plenty of big bada booms, but the line's going to take this. VK has identified that threat over here. He's getting shot a fair bit, though. Chimera on the back foot here, folks. So what we look at now is we look at the two maps. Let's do that and see if that bloody thing's working. And I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I think we've frozen on that other screen. Yeah, we have. It's frozen for some reason. So we'll get rid of that two map. That one's not working for me at the moment. We'll get rid of that direct screen and we'll get rid of the video. So we're just going to stick with the one camera for now as we watch what's going on. Good cap first off to the line, and they've got the pressure on. So what I was going to show you was Sainte-Marie-du-Mont is the next point for Chimera. Kind of works in their favour a little bit because it's a pretty good defensive area if you set your defence up. Why? Because it's so deep in the point, in that row. So remembering that they can't put airheads anywhere beyond that, and they can't build garrisons down here. The line can't build garrisons down here. It means that Chimera can, if they get their front line along this row here, this area here, the only thing that can really spawn in behind them is recon. So you deal with that. What they are trying to do is get a bit of sector control out here now. You can see that happening reasonably well. They've got a couple of Garys out the side there, but the line has really pushed them on the back foot here, and they're just grinding them down a bit. They're grinding them back south, south, south. That's what I'm watching right now. That Panzer IV is starting to get a little bit isolated up there. We're going to watch that and see what he actually does there as we flick around here to the left and just see what's going on there. And look at that. The line are also dominating that centre area, and Chimera getting picked off there. I think Chimera in a lot of trouble here. Straight off, I think they're in a lot of trouble. They're really going to have to bring their game up a notch here because the line are doing exactly what they should be doing, which is dominating play in various areas. We know that Chimera are an emerging team, and they've done pretty well through the comp so far, and various comps as well, by the way. But the line are a top-notch team. We're going to talk about them in a little while and just actually chat about what their background is and things like that. I'll come back across to that in a second. Multiple technology facets, interesting stuff. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Really vigorous start here. Vigorous start, as we expected. Pierre's is not the best one to fight over. It's such a bitch of a point. AT getting in on that Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is now isolated. You can see it there, pretty much center of screen right now. He's getting isolated. Not the best thing for Chimera. Not the best thing at all. Yeah, I think they're in a bit of trouble. I really do. I wonder if they're going to be able to recover the Pierres at any stage. Let's go and have a quick look at artillery and see who we've got down here on the Chimera side. Okay, they've got 4. Look at that. The line players are already in there, starting their harassment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Sorry, 4 players here on the artillery. Coco's back there as well. So that's 5 players they've got back here working the artillery area. I don't know. I mean, it is an open map and they want to be doing that. There's MVP Andy. Love it. Love it. Can you lift the team up to that standard now? Let's go up and have a look at what's going on for the line up the top here. Oops, sorry about that. Just getting my bearings. All right. So up here on the line, no harassment at this stage. 3 artillery plus an engineer doing engineering things. Driver racing around there doing something, I don't know. Chimera not even harassing that artillery. So dominance from the line. We are 10 minutes into the battle, folks. Dominance from the line right now. And really cool to see so many familiar names on the line here. Yeah, just looking at a few different things here. You know, there's a few players there that I've seen in the various Friday night fights. Coltrane, I've certainly seen him somewhere before. It's always nice because it's not my specific community. But here we go. All right, Candy's joined the chat. I don't think the stream's actually live yet. People are keen for this one, folks, and the line are dominating. Pierre's farm now is way off in the distance there because the defensive area for Chimera, let's have a look. Yep, look at that, right down here on that right flank. The line is starting to push through. Rogue's in there as well, trying to defend that area. I'm interested to see what happens there. This is very, very interesting, isn't it? All right. Very, very interesting. All right. So, what are Chimera got to do from here to try and take this back? Look, that tank's getting smashed over there. That's not ideal. Chimera have got to try and push around that left side, left middle of the map. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. That's the Panzer IV, I think. Yeah, look, he's right in there. Powder Monkey's about to get him. Because that's an unescorted tank. Chimera making a lot of the mistakes here that they learnt how to not do in the first round of HCA. Really interesting to see that. I think there's a bit of stress here, a little bit of panic. Yeah, maybe there's a bit of nerves. Well possible. They have to settle this down. They definitely have to settle this down, folks. There's going to be... oh, well, you know, there's going to be trouble if they don't just stabilise their defence here and get themselves sorted. Look how the line are flanking them in all different aspects. So they've pushed through that centre area off Pierre's farm. They're coming down that main area of attack. Chimera are starting to hold that. That Panzer IV is still too far forward without infantry support, although they're trying to get infantry forward, I can see that. This centre area here, this is such a good dominance area. And of course, we see the attack squads in here, Jam and Panic and Loops and so on are in here. Now, these are the wheat fields. Let's get in and have a look. Let's get in and have a look and refresh everyone on what it's actually like on the ground here. So, well, they're probably a bit too far into the ground. So, we've got someone in here, lazy there, but the only reason we know he's there we go, we just saw him now. See, he's just been picked off nicely by Mav. As soon as you get your head up above, you get shot. But look, they've got an OP in here somewhere. And see, it's all wheat fields, isn't it? Yeah, nice kill there from Anger. Problematic, though, for Chimera because they can't push forward when they're getting shot in the back. And the line have the initiative. That's what's occurring right now. The line have the initiative. That's what you want when you're the dominant team. Is you want to hold that initiative and you want to keep it in nice and you know, controlled, so that you are the owners of what's going on. So I'm going to bring that other camera back on if I can. What I might do is try and share it through Discord. It's just been an absolute bastard at the moment. I really do want to be able to bring in the information about what's going on, because I'm just looking at what the line have got on the field now. They've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 garrisons on the field that I can see straight up, which means very good dominance. So let's get rid of Video Ninja. And let's get the old Discord up. And we will try and share through Discord, and we will try and bring that. So we'll just have a look at the maps here while I'm setting that up, and we can have a bit of a chat about what Chimera are doing. You notice that they don't have as many garrisons as they normally do. And that is, I think, testimony a little bit to what the line have got in relation to control of what's going on. So that's okay. We can accept that, but they've still got 3 or 4 garrisons there, and that's okay. What we need to look for here is if Chimera can actually start to get control of that area a bit better. So I'm just about there now on this pop out. Let's hide that. That's full screen. That's working well. If we get ourselves across to the old, whatever this is called, I think it might actually work from this button now, eh? Ready for it? Wait for it. Wait for it. 2 maps. Probably not going to be set up yet. All right, we'll get that. We've got that. Guest video, guest point of view, guest video. Let's go. Look at that. Got it working. Saved. Okay, so you can see there the dominance from the line straight up. Look at all those garrisons there. They've got complete control. And there's no threat up there from Chimera. You can see there's nothing red lit. Look by comparison to the Chimera end. There's red lights all over all of their stuff. It means the line are pushing well into Chimera's 2 rows. Well played. Of course, that's what you want. Now, if we get back and have a look at what it looks like from an aerial view, this is that Chimera attack that's going on. It's not getting past these buildings because the line is shutting it down. Having said that, though, they've managed to grind their way, and I will say it's a grind. They've ground their way up here into Pierre's farm, and they're just starting to capture now. I want to see what the line do, because they've got dominance. They've got complete dominance of this area. Can Chimera crack this open? If they pop this, there's a couple of garrisons that have actually fallen from the line off to the west. We're 15 minutes into the match, folks, and Chimera are starting to work a little bit of magic here. It's very linear, though. I mean, they've got no support. These guys need to either fend for themselves or die. That's the only choices they got on the table. Artillery's sort of on point there. It's killing something down that south side. They are capping here. We're almost 50% capped here from the line. What are the line doing to respond there? They're just starting to surge some people off from there. There's a garrison down to the east here where that artillery's been landing. There's that spawn coming in now off an OP as well. That's actually, I believe, the squad my other dude's in. So they're pushing in now, and there's the counter from the line. So a little bit of a scare there for them. Not too much, though, because they've got so much sector control here. Look at that, boom. So they did get quite a scare, actually, because that's another half a dozen players. They brought just about everybody back. That's great for Chimera. That will give them a little bit of breathing room, which is what they're desperately looking for right now, is a little bit of space to actually, take the initiative, take some advantage. A Panther on the field, I think that might have made the difference. It's picked up I believe that's a 76, something that was moving down that way, and it's just repairing up now. Having a look here, you can see the line, really big surge there. They've shut down that attack completely, but it gives Chimera breathing space. What do Chimera do with that? Well, they've still got that pressure coming up on that left side towards the middle of the map. They've got pressure on that right flank. That's actually quite important. If they can get, I think Heavenly's the defensive squad down here. So if they can get some pressure up on this right flank here, they will actually take that garrison there and at least sort of change the support waves coming in there from the line. That's not bad play, though, from Chimera. Not bad play at all. Let's have a look at that 2-map thing again. We'll just see what that looks like. God, I'm so pleased that I got it working. Sorry about the little muck around there, folks. I tried Video Ninja. It doesn't seem to work through the laptop very well. That is hotspotting inside the house, though, so that probably explains something. Nerdier people than I can explain how all that shit works. Basically, though, I've got it working, and I'm happy with that. Okay, looking at this right now, let's have a little bit of a zoom in there and have a bit of a see what Chimera's up to. Let's have a little bit of a zoom in on the other map as well. If I can get that up, and there we go. One more in. That should be okay. So taking a look at what it looks like from the 2 different perspectives there, nice and close. You can see Chimera now starting to spread out quite nicely around to that left flank, and they've been there, though, for 15 minutes. So they are spread well, but they're not going anywhere with it. They've done the attack. The attack's over. It's dice. The dice have been rolled, and now let's see what the line do in response to that. We will watch them probably surge back out to that left flank. It seems to be fairly successful for them, and I'm talking about over here. They don't have a lot here. I see Chimera's going out a bit wider now. Oh yeah, look, Dr. Ty, he's fair way out. Cheeks, Timmy. Okay, so that's a recon squad plus a squad leader. There's the solo squad leader there doing his thing out that side, probably getting set up. DTV just been picked off by Cheeks, doing exactly the same thing from the Chimera side. So now Baz knows there's a problem out there. Dr. Ty will be trying to get an attacking point out that way. Wondering if that's an airhead. No, it's not. Just had to check that. Always check for airheads. Random VK airheads. VK, of course, is the commander for the Chimera team today. And on the line side, let's start talking about them briefly. So we've been talking to Bloody Nine for the last couple of days. And I haven't had anything to do with the Bloody Nine so far. Coltrane is the, as I was explained here by Bloody Nine, Coltrane, the Gobbler himself, he is the commander of the line today, folks. I don't even know what that means. I'm going to leave it alone. I do, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay, so for those that haven't heard anything about the line, well, you've had your head in the sand probably, or you haven't seen any comp yet. The line are one of the premier teams when it comes to comp play. They came from Easy Company a while back, and they played 2 seasonals with them, and they teamed up with TCs for a seasonal, and then they played in the spring seasonal, HBL and HCA. 6 tournaments they played in. Veterans by far. They know the meta, they know the plays, they know the maps, they know the stuff. All right. So I'm expecting that they will fairly well dominate in gameplay at least. Let's get in a little bit here and have a look, see what's going on around Pierre's again. Farming land's a premium, isn't it? All right. The Inferno and Chicken Waffles are the 2 hardest workers when it comes to prep and strategy. That's what I've been told here. And it's interesting, a point made here. I don't know what we would do without them. So they must put a lot of stuff into it. And bugger me if the sound hasn't been missing that whole time. Bugger. So there you go. All right. Well, sound's coming on now. I apologise for that, folks. I'll have to fix that up later. Anyway, what's going on there? I don't know. Yeah, what's the trouble there? Someone's saying something in chat about where's the stream. There we go. So, there's quite a few people in the military or ex-military, but it doesn't actually influence their gameplay or anything like that. They're primarily a Hell Loose clan, but they do play other games such as Squad, Hearts of Iron 4, Candlelight Go, etc. They're chill community who like to game together. So, there you go. That's the line, folks. Right now, they are definitely showing how they've been in 6 seasons at the moment, or six competitions. They are definitely dominating this play pretty well. They're holding Pierre's now. They had that little scare about 10 minutes ago. That woke them up a bit, and so now they're just holding that position and not letting anyone through. Let's see what else is going on. Surely, I'm expecting some sort of back play here from the line. They've got an hour and 7 minutes to do whatever they want. Here's a sneaker through the wheat fields, by the way. This is where they are dominating for sure. Over this way. And Chimera having a hard time of it in here. I'd expect this will be about the same in half an hour's time, where there'll just be both teams sort of about this far apart. I feel like this is just going to be a long, brutal fight, this match. A long, brutal fight. We can probably bring up that video now in that top corner as well. Let's just see if that comes up nicely. Come on, baby. No, it's not video. It's POV, isn't it? There you go. Look at that. All right, so that's working okay. We can bring up the main map so you can actually see. Yeah, you know, look, maybe try and get that other one working a bit close in camera action once we actually get something cool happening on the point. But for now, we'll just get rid of that stuff. All right, so there's that play happening over here on the west side again. I do like to try and include a little bit of that close-in stuff. Look, let's get in. Look at Gil. Just lurking up on the top here of the old grain hopper. He's taking a few rounds back at him. Mav probably trying to pick him up. Curse coming in on the left side here, pushing towards Watchman. Anger's just been picked up there. Nasty stuff this against two very, 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 very good teams. Two very, 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 very good teams in shooting. Most of these guys are better shots than me, and you know, probably better first-person shooter players. And hands down, maybe 15 years ago I had the skills to beat a lot of these guys, but I'm old now and I can't see shit. And congratulations to Kanashi for the newbie. Well done, mate. Now, that doesn't mean that it's all about being able to first-person shoot. This is a game that is about command and about flexibility and agility. And you can see here, though, those guys from Chimera just got rolled on the way through with a nice smoke barrage as they pressed in. So the line controlling that little hill house thing there is going to provide them an overwatch position towards Chimera, trying to attack up through that where Diesel is. Again, just the additional pieces... little pieces of the puzzle here that the line are just outplaying Chimera at the moment. They really are. They are absolutely. And the stream obviously will have just worked out a couple of minutes ago. Sound came on for the match. I do apologise, guys. I didn't even see that was off. What I tend to have happen is that when I'm running some of the other pre-stuff, it doubles sounds up, so I turned off the main sound and I keep forgetting to turn it back on. You haven't missed anything. There was a bang, a couple of booms, a little bit of a pop, a crack, a couple of from a few people, and we got to this point here where Pierre's farm is controlled by the line and Chimera just getting gradually pushed back. Let's have another look at the two mappies and see what we can see what's going on. So what have we got? All right, I'm just typing that message in for everybody. So the line is still controlling with half a dozen garrisons up there to the north. Look out to the west, though, way out in the barn. That's absolutely critical. I'm just going to point out on this other one here, look right there. There's a garrison, baby, and that is a problem for Chimera because they have no idea it's there. Chimera haven't stretched out that far yet. They've got Oscar Squad up there. That's Butterdog trying to do the same thing, but I think we're about to find the line come and push through there. Let's get back across to the main now. So problems for Chimera here. Where is that garrison, folks? Let's see if we can find out roughly where it was. It is Delta 7 keypad 1. So I think I'm almost... Oh, it's up there at that barn. There you go. So there is a garrison in here from the line. Somewhere in there. If you can see it, good luck. There it is right in the middle of the point, actually. I just saw it. So, 878 metres away from Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. But what's important is they have all that lovely terrain there towards the fields where Coco is. They can run down that fence line there and Chimera won't see them. And that is going to be game-changing when the line are ready. I doubt they'll actually push that. They're just going to keep pressing away here, chipping away here, probably try and get a closer garrison, you know, sort of in this area here, while they work their way down. And if they don't have any troubles with it, if they have troubles with it, then they'll just whip a couple of people out there, a couple of squad leaders, and flank around. Chimera, though, lots and lots and lots of work to do here, and they're just getting chewed up. They're just getting chewed up. They're definitely getting outplayed here. I'm not seeing any attack around outside of that centre area where they're just getting chopped to pieces. Having a look over on the eastern side of the map, Chimera have been pushed back to their front defensive line. So this is their forward defensive line right here. If they lose this area, then they'll be on the next one. So Heavenly there is the squad that we always see on defence, Hidden, Aussie Boy, Rogue, Bud, Gotrek. A lot of these guys are always on defence. Actually, I can't confirm whether Gotrek is or not, but these are on Sambalami, definitely. And they're getting, there's a tank off. Okay, that's not bad. That's a tank off going on. And I think the 76 is going to win that one. Oh no, the Panther got the shot away. He didn't actually kill it. The Panther got the shot away. I think the 76 might have backed off, actually. Ooh, interesting play there. So, oh, wow, boom, that went straight over the top of the Panther there. Torque's out, getting the old repairs up. They don't need to do anything right now. Here's a recon coming up to see what's going on here. Unknown's thrown that recon up. I was going, how the hell did Heavily throw a recon up? Yeah, Unknown's thrown that up. So, sorry, I was just reading about Andy's grenade in chat. Okay, so again with the back foot here for Chimera. They've been pressed back into this defensive location. That's okay. As long as they don't lose this area here, then we're in an okay spot for the Chimera side. For the line, they want to crack this. If they crack this open and get into this graveyard and get OPs and stuff around this area, Chimera will be busted wide open, I reckon, because it's just such a great place to attack from in here. And I can hear, you know, there's that vehicle down there. Look at that. Bhaskara is getting in quite nicely. Oh, he's just been nailed by a... oh, that's a Stuart going in. The angry Stuart. Hang on a minute. If that's a Stuart... if that's a Stuart, then the line have got a tank around the back of the Chimera team. Oh, my goodness me. That's terrible for Chimera. Huller's seen it and he's throwing rockets at it now. That's huge. That is absolutely huge from the line. How the hell they managed to get that around the back there? There's just been... Where's the defence, Chimera? Where is the defence? How did the Stuart get around through Sainte-Marie-du-Mont? That's what I want to know. Oh, Chimera just not focusing on the key points here. Or being outplayed by the line. It's either or. There we go. Finally, we got that Stuart just dying over the back there. But I'm quite shocked that Stuart came from Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. It came from Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. So from the next defensive point of Chimera, there was a Stuart in there. Amazing stuff. All right, if Sainte-Marie-du-Mont isn't full of fucking barricades and Belgian gates and anti-tank mines and everything else by now, then you're doing it wrong. You will never give up Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. Do not give up Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. Lovely predictions going in there. At the moment, we're at 3-2 to the line. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Welcome to Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. For those of us in the Oceanic time zone, for our US cousins, happy Saturday night. I hope you're having a great one. Yeah, I cannot believe, and it's interesting because chat right now is talking about Sainte-Marie-du-Mont being OP as fuck, and you know, you can't get, it's so good to defend, and that was 30 minutes ago. They're watching that, and yet we just watched the Stuart drive through there, uncontested it seems, until it was shot finally. I just, and amazed, and look at this now. This is what was happening and what I expected there. The Chimera defence is in tatters at the moment, and their game is in tatters. There's an airhead going around the back there. I think that is a line airhead. It's getting picked up. Here it comes. That's the line putting in an airhead right now around the back of the point, and it's been picked up by Huller. Did he get it? Yes, he did. But it doesn't really matter too much because while they're dealing with that, at the back, at the front of the line here, we can see that you know, the tank. There's a 76 literally sitting in the middle of the defensive line of Chimera, and the Chimeran defensive line is gone. It is absolutely toast right now. They've been pushed back 100 meters to their next line. It's ugly, isn't it? It's an ugly defensive line at the moment from Chimera. That tank's coming up with infantry. Chimera in a lot of trouble here. They've got those guys coming around on the left. The line doing very well here. The line doing very, very well. And yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea of what's going on here. There's a Puma there on the left of screen. You can see it, 9 o'clock position. Unknown, they're trying to defend. Oh, that's Buttnug, isn't it? It's Buttnug. I can call him unknown. Buttnug there on the right-hand side. They're trying to defend. Truck snipes going on there at the start of the match. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff, don't I? Look at this. Look at this play. Look at this play. The line have pushed through that cemetery. I said once we actually get into the graveyard area here from the line's perspective, then they're you know, they're pushing it. They're going to take that area. They're going to pop a garrison out here. They're going to pop some OPs down. Yep. Ugly. Nothing good there at all. Heavenly here trying to bring it back together at the moment. Chimera They've got to get some people out here. They've got to shut down this attack on this right flank. The left flank's doing okay. I'd be interested to see what's going on from a map perspective. I'm not going to bring that up just yet. There's so much going on the map, on the battlefield right now. It's a waste to bring up the map. The line have got a big push on that left side, just so you know. I am watching over at that Delta 7 garrison, a bit of a spawn coming in on that garrison that we pointed out about 10-15 minutes ago. So we will come back to that shortly, just so you know that you're tracking that as well. The line have pushed right in there, and look at that, bam, 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 3 kills on the left of screen. Chimera in big trouble here on Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. There's just not enough defenders in there to stop this wave of line people coming in down the main road. Pretty much, they're almost uncontested with that tank there. I'll try and get a better perspective of what that looks like. There's a Puma getting shot at on the point still, or is he already dead? There's 2 tanks coming in. Thought that was a fair bit. Here's the Chimera spawn wave in bottom right there. That's going to hold the point for them, but they've got 2 tanks from the line right on the point itself. You know, where are the Chimera tanks right now? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. They've been shot to pieces, I guess. There's another one getting nailed. Someone getting nailed in the bottom corner there. Rockets going in at the front of the 76. It's just not worth it. Stop running out across the open field there in front of the church. Here's a bomber run coming in. That bomber run's going to pick up a few of the line players, maybe, yeah, a couple up the main road there. You know, those tanks on the point right now are capping it. It doesn't matter how many Chimera bodies they got here, unless they do something about these tanks. Then, and they looks like they will. Entice is probably trying to satchel the back of that tank. Let's see, is he on it? He's defending it. He's sitting on top of it. He's got no satchel on it yet, and he's just been killed by a great play off that tank. That's what you do if you're in a tank, by the way. If you've got infantry around you, shoot the fucking ground next to you. Because they can't do shit about it, and they'll generally get HE'd out. Here's a tank coming in. I can hear it now. That's a Panzer IV by the sounds of that. Yeah, absolutely. Panzer IV coming in. That's going to be a problem. It's going to get a arse shot on that tank. The Chimera guys can't get in next to that tank. They're getting cut to pieces right now. Get a better perspective here. That sounds like a precision. Is that a precision? I don't know what that was. The tank is facing... Well, it's not actually there. Just shot. The Panzer IV, I think they picked up that front 76. I think they picked up that front 76. So well killed there, Chimera. They are holding. No, they're just still losing the point again. Gangbang now, he's talking to his tank to tell it where it's actually facing. That tank, yeah, look. That tank there is all over it. He's all over the VK doing the distractor. Oh, the tank's coming up, but they know it's there. There it is, bang! Panzer IV, that's terrible. That was terrible. Not gonna lie, that was just silly play there. The tank was waiting for him. All right, back over to the left-hand side here. We can see that Chimera are sort of gradually pressing their way out. And they've got a lot of work to do out there. It's this eastern flank, though, that's really causing them a lot of problems. There's a little hole right there. See where that tank is? Where that hole is, why that isn't barricaded right now, I have no idea. If you can close that area off, you can stop them pushing in through the back way. Because that's their only funnel point. They're around here, sure, they can probably get around here. If we just check where we are, we're a bit off the map. No, you can't. So... The line of the map is actually about here from memory. I'll just check that again. Yeah, I'm right on it there. So that hole should be shut, but the line of smart players, they know that they're going to have infantry trying to get up this street. See the rocket going in at the tank? The tank's facing that. So they can do machine gun down that street and stop anyone from coming up that street. And meanwhile, here's the Panther playing tag with the 1, 2, 3. There we go. Finally, we got the 76 pincered by 280 tanks and a Panther. But the Panther's taken a little bit of damage there. Chimera have stretchfully held on to this point. I mean, it's pretty sloppy, but they've held on right now. I don't think they've thrown down a reinforce yet, so that's good news. From Sun just blew the hell up down below us there. Wow, I'm fascinated. All right, so I want to show you what's going on, though, around the back here. So let's bring up the 2 maps very, very quickly, folks, and I'll show you what's happening over the left-hand side. Look at that curve coming in from the line. This line over here now. These guys over here that I'm pointing out, These ones came in off of that other garrison, and they're pressing in and they're putting a lot of pressure on Chimera. Chimera being squeezed into one bottom corner. You can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get something happening out this way here, but at the moment, again, like they have been for the last almost 45 minutes, by the way, on the back foot and in a lot of trouble. Here's why: because we've got, there we go, bam, Inferno just picks up Hidden in Shadows, takes him down, took down all of those guys. So now Chimera coming off their OP, or Garrison, or whoever's here, are already in trouble as they come off it. They're engaging as soon as they set foot on the ground. And that means they're on the back foot, because when you come in, you're a bit muddled. You're a bit sort of, oh, what's going on? Where's the enemy? Which way am I pointing? Where's the compass? What the hell? And so they're doing that off of these OPs and garrisons right down here right now. That means that they are on the back foot. Here you can see Dabs and Andy, MVP Andy, that cracks me up. Here they are, a couple of squad leaders for the line, and they'll be out here setting up Garys and OPs and stuff like that. You can see that Chimera are trying to do that out here. There's a supply truck coming out, but as soon as that supply truck gets anywhere, bam, there's VK getting shot out of the truck straight up. So he can't do anything, and this is just barely into, not even into their third row. It's in their final zone. They can't even get out of their final zone without the line chopping them to pieces over that side. So Chimera have got all the bodies over there, but they're not having any of the play that's happening. Meanwhile, over this side, I mean, this has stagnated a little bit here, I must say. This has stagnated here a little bit. Chimera have held off fairly well. That's a Luke's now shooting God knows fucking what. He's about to... Oh no, he's okay. They're defending up the road. I don't know what he was shooting, actually. He's angry. He's just shooting the pole in between the buildings. Okay. No one run through there. That's what he's saying. There's nobody there, mate. They're all over this side. They're all uncontested over the right side there, going, okay, well, cool, happy with that. They'll have a Gary out here soon. I think that Gary is actually just slightly northwest. So about the centre of screen right now is where the line's Gary is for the attacking garrison. It's far enough back that it allows for spawning, of course, because you need to be like 100, 150 metres away from where the enemy are in the red zone. Someone can put that out in chat for us. Let me know what the exact distance is. I can never remember. I always get it wrong. I'm just going to give up on actually trying to work it out anymore. I'm just getting people to tell me in chat. But it means they're also able to put their OPs down in here. And there are on the map at the moment 3 OPs from the line down in this area. So there's 3 squads able to spawn in underneath us here now. That's either in the cemetery area or just south of it where these guys just came in. Which means, again, Chimera don't have a front defensive line. They're defending on the point itself. They're defending right on the point. They're not able to push out and take the fight to the line. They've literally got to spawn in and straight away pull the guns out and shoot. So that's what's happening everywhere. Look over the back here. You can see the line have dominated this centre area still. Having said that, they haven't got across that road yet. That's interesting. So they've dominated this centre area, but they're not getting any further forward. So Chimera are hanging on by the skin of their teeth right now. There's that left flank still happening there. Chimera are finally pushing that back. I've just got to fix something up there. Chat apparently is not allowed to swear. Yeah, fascinating how this shit works sometimes, isn't it? All right, so the line are doing pretty well here. I think they're going to take this point here. Look at this. We're about to see the Garrison OP. I'm guessing that was an OP down underneath. Garrison, my bad. There's a grenade coming in. Boom, right in the middle of them all. Anger just whipping around there. Gil's on it. Gil's going to try and get around and rocket that garrison. If that garrison falls, the line will crack this area open, and that'll be the end of it, I think, for Chimera. Once Chimera lose this area here, it's game over. And they are in a lot of trouble there at the moment as well. There's nothing happening in this middle area. And the tanks, I think, are not positioned great to do much of anything. I think they're just staying... They're just staying in that defensive posture at the moment because they had such a big scare before. Artillery back into play. I'm assuming the Chimera artillery is still under threat. No, not by the map. At the moment, I can see... Let's bring that back up, and so you can see that up in the top corner. So we just see what's going on there in that top corner. We might actually... What we might do is we might take that map off for now. We might get that little camera somewhere down where it's actually getting interesting. There's a bit of play. Where are we at the moment? What is that? That looks like somewhere up near Pierre's farm. Well, that's around the back of Pierre's farm, ladies and gentlemen. And Chimera have managed to push something into Pierre's farm there. So right up the top of screen there, we can see Von Luck and the Chimera guys are getting in amongst the back lines of the line players. Chimera's still holding on here in this middle area. I don't know how, but they are hanging on. But there's a couple of guys here from the line that have managed to get in on the point. There's Duckatow is now shooting the Lukes in the back with Inferno on top of the tank. That Lukes is pretty much screwed. Duck's coming back out now for one more shot. There we go. That's the end of that Lukes. There's a 76 coming down the main road now. Where is the Panther? The Panther is there waiting with Chimera gradually pushing some infantry out now. I mean, well, you know, this is what they have to do, is try and take the fight out of the point. But every time they're doing it now, the line are getting through somewhere else. So they've broken through here where that Panther was sitting before. And that's a big problem for Chimera. Let's have a bit of a look around again. See what's happening at the back here. And you can see there in that top right image, we've got Von Luck, Caledonius and Jam and Anger and those guys. That's the attacking squad from Chimera, trying to take some of the pressure off of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. But if you look at it right now, the front line's dissolved again. So the line have got a flank there in the top right and the middle left. Chimera have got a flank in the middle top, far right, far left, and the line have got top centre as well. You know, it's a mess of front line. You don't know where the enemy's coming from. So Aussie boy right now running towards the north will be getting shot in the back if he's not careful. That Panther's pushed back in now, but with the Panther pushing back in, what does that mean? It means that the 76 is probably, actually the 76 is up there where we were just looking. So he's up the back of Pierre's farm there trying to hunt down that infantry, I reckon. But looking at this right now, that Panther has come back to defend that scenario. He's done that well. Again, though, that means that north area where Half Eaten and Timmy are can be pressured a bit better from the line. And Chimera taking the right-hand side of the map reasonable. They're holding it. They're holding on. Chimera holding on nicely. It's stressful. I don't think they're enjoying it right now. But, well, maybe they are. I love a good fight, I've got to admit. You want the underdog to lift. So this is the opportunity for Chimera now. With the match is just over halfway, ladies and gents. So we'll see what happens from here. Chimera have managed to hold on long enough. The play is still all over the place, but definitely in this centre area. This is the key area, I think, because it's got so many attacking options. If we just whip down over the top of it and have a look at what I'm talking about. So when you're coming in as an attacker, you've got multiple paths. You can go through those trees just there on slight right. You can move through where Mister is and off to the left where they've been trying to go through. You can run down the road here and either head straight to the city or cut through these little alleyways here. That's why there's so many options out here, is why it's a good spot to pressure, and it's why it's so critical for Chimera to hold. Their attacking options north are reasonably similar because they've got wheat fields and stuff, so they can hide pretty well. But if they lose this area, it means that both Sainte-Marie-du-Mont and the fields can get flanked. So you'd see the recon squad whip into the fields here and prep up for the Sainte-Marie-du-Mont capture. So the front line's having dissolved right now a little bit. There's still blobs and pockets everywhere. It means that the line, you know, a good satchel can crack it open here. A fallen garrison. If Chimera lose a garrison at the wrong time in the wrong spot, see Duckatow's in the middle of the church right now, uncontested. There's nobody in there from Chimera, and I don't know if he's putting an airhead. What's the other thing you put in there? Satchel or not, but there's no point, is there? There's a Panther there. He's probably trying to get to that. I think there's two Panthers, actually. Yeah, there's the other one. So there's two Panthers on the point now. Chimera may be able to bring this back a little bit. Maybe. Oh, big satchel up north there, I reckon, or maybe an artillery round. Duckatown now coming around the back of the Chimera, guys. He's going to try and get to this garrison here in the bottom right. Yeah, look, he's going to come around the back of those guys. He's picking them off one by one. He's going to get Buttnug now. Ooh, look at that. And Duckatown has done very well there. I've just got to fix something up on chat. There we go, we fixed that up. If he gets around on that garrison, Chimera are going to fold on that side too. They've got a couple of key points here. The line can win this real quick just by cracking one or two spots. Chimera can lose it real quick by losing those spots as well. Okay, how we think we're doing so far, folks? We're over halfway through. We've got that attack happening up there to the north. Chimera have busted through the line and they're trying to do something up there. They're still fighting hard in this middle area. So have a look at up here and see what we've got going on there. So Shadow, Badlock, Random, all sort of playing in amongst the Chimera waves that are running around up here, and they are probably just winning the trade at the moment too. We talk about trade where, you know, you shoot someone, they shoot you, that sort of stuff. The trade is being won by the line. It may be better positioning, it may be better squad cohesion, it may be just they're playing better on the day. Chimera have settled a little bit now. We've had those little panics that have occurred from them, and they've sort of settled a bit now, and they're just starting to take back some terrain, so that's good. They're starting to show some of those skills and some of that flanking stuff. That's good. Just keep flanking wider until you run onto the next map. That's what you need to do, right? Here is this play though. This has been going on for about 40 minutes. This press on this, well, maybe 30 minutes since the graveyard was lost. Just going to have a quick sip of my drink here as we just watch this play here. Chimera have pushed back out of the graveyard. They should be able to get around the back of those OPs, by the way, and finally clear out the rot. There, nice kill from Lupus there. He'll pick up the OP on the way through there as well. This is great play. Lupus, Lone Wolf and Electro have finally solved the problem for Chimera. In this area, this is good stuff. Powder Monkey's going to come back down and kill him. No, he's been picked up. Lupus is down though. There we go. Lone Wolf now. Got to get this kill out this side. There's no garrison here. There's only OPs. There's only one OP out there. Just northeast of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont where Streets has just spawned in. Lone Wolf there doing what Lone Wolf does. He shot one and then he died. Lupus though and Electro should be able to come in. They've got to get this OP. This is all the line have got left. Is this one OP in here. I'm just looking at the map in the corner screen up that top side there. And so if I might just stay on that area actually. We'll keep this pressure play up here and just see how it goes and watch what goes on in that top screen. I want to get across and have a look at some of this other play while we just keep an eye on that little play up there. If Chimera, now remember in that top right screen, Chimera are orange, not blue. So if Chimera can take out that OP, then they'll finally take some pressure off of that side of the map. Nice little play going on up here from Chimera. They are finally taking the initiative out here. They've pushed back the line off of that south side of that road there we're looking at in the corner of screen there on the right hand side of the screen. If they get up into this orchard, that's what we wanted to see for Chimera, is to start to take that initiative in that area. So well done to them there. Watching some big bada boom go on that other screen in the top right corner there, by the way. It's hilarious on my big screen on the left here. So Chimera now, oh see, they're still losing the trade up here though. They're doing well, but they're still doing okay. And so for those that are joining me, by the way, you'll notice I am running 2 computers and 2 accounts. I was gifted the Steam key the other day. So I've been fortuitous in gaining that Steam key, which means I can run it on my, what I call my deployment laptop, the one I took overseas with me on deployment. I can use that to actually have sort of an image up there in the corner for us and have the map come up from time to time. I'm not by any means wealthy in that way. I've just got well organised here. The quality of the stream is a bit dubious, but the tech looks cool when it actually works, doesn't it? And it's good to be able to see that fight and just keep an eye on that fight in that top right corner while we watch this main fight here now, which is Chimera trying to get up into the lines sort of get up into the lines back area there, and it's just this trade that's going on here. So if we'll bring the two maps up right now, we'll see what we can actually get a look at, and you can see the line is still pressing the same areas, but they've lost most of that left side flank. That left side stuff was actually working really well for them. So what I'm talking about is here, when they had people out here, it was really putting Chimera on the back foot, and they've lost that. So Chimera maybe have cleaned them out of there, and it looks like they have, but just based on these troops here. That's important because it gives Chimera the initiative. What I am seeing from Chimera is a brilliant garrison though up there at Hotel 5. That is super huge. Let's get ourselves up there and have a look at that. We'll keep our eye on that play in that top right corner, but look at this. But the line are on top of it. Butterdog running across the middle of the field there. I'm not sure if that's the bravest. Well, it's brave. There's other words. Madness, I think is the word. Diesel there. Oh, there's their OP or garrison. Is that the garrison? So just checking. Yeah, the garrison's going to go down there. Panic, though, should be able to get an OP up. If he hasn't already, then they're going to lose this entire attack. That garrison is still there. Still there. Where the hell did he... Where is it? Yeah, it's in there. Dabs is... I don't know what that's all about. There's four things out there. But Dabs is going to find that, Gary. The OPs are in the back here for Anger and Blackjack. I think they probably wanted to move some people up to the right-hand side, though, and cover their rear flank. Panic's going to be able to push towards the point through that middle area, but Dabs is going to come around and clear out their spawn unless, yeah, Blackjack's going to go and stop that. Nope, they're all just going to keep running south. Okay, now, see, they're not thinking multidimensionally here right now. They're just thinking run along and attack and that single line stuff. You need to have, if you've got a spawn point in the enemy's territory, you've got to defend that spawn point. Now, this is comp. Daniel there is keeping a watchful eye out. Panic is playing smart. Playing smart there in not pressing forward. He's letting his troops press, but they're getting killed. Dabs is going to come through and sweep their OP out. The good news, I guess, on that other screen, by the way, is that Chimera have pushed out the line from that cemetery area, but there's still a few Chimera players, the line players up to the north of it. So Dingleberry's just run past Anger and vice versa. Coltrane coming back, you look at that, picks up Anger. Panic's in trouble here now, probably time to panic. Yes, I write my own jokes. Dabs is going to pick up that OP. Panic's looking north, Dingleberry's looking south. Interesting, isn't it? Here we go, let's get in and have a look. Panic's standing up high. He's looking up. Yep, he's been picked off. His OP's right there. Dingleberry's about to get that OP. 3, 2, 1. Bam. OP's gone. So, not the best consolidation play there from Chimera, guys. They could have done so much more with that, but instead it sort of just stagnated and then died. That was a satchel. Probably a line satchel that got in, and they've got back to this area now underneath the cemetery. Because their Panther tank moving in as well now. Let's get ourselves around here back to the same perspective so we can watch where pretty much the main play is being eked out right now, isn't it? Is this bloody Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, the chapel. There's always a chapel fight. There's so many maps. 3 chapels? Yeah, there's one on Carentan, there's one on Sainte-Marie-Glace, and there's one on Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. And so there's nothing like a good chapel fight there. So we've got that happening in that top right corner. We're looking down over the line, who have pushed right through. They've just rolled straight through around the back of that point there, and they should surely be getting something set up around the back there in garrisons and or OPs. That's where you'd want to do it. Crack that right-hand rear garrison from the Chimera guys and take the point. But at the moment, look at this. I mean, the Panther's on there, so the Panther's going to cause the line a bit of a problem. But as Lone Wolf runs across the open here, he's going to get shot. No, they've left him alone. Okay, interesting play. They don't know. Yeah, there, he got picked up finally. Anger and Mav and Watchmen are running away from the enemy on the point because they don't know they're there. And there's an OP in there now from Taco. The line are about to cap this, ladies and gentlemen. Once that, if that Panther, oh, there's 2 Panthers, okay. So at least one panther needs to die. If a panther dies, the line are going to cap Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. That's my prediction right now. 30 minutes to go. Interesting to note, I'm not seeing Chimera around, but I am seeing that garrison undefended that is just gone. Streets has come in and cleared out that garrison. That's the end of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, folks. Unfortunately for Chimera, they are not going to be able to send anybody back anywhere near the point. If those panthers die, it will be the Lions. We know that right now. So we will keep that camera on the map, on the middle of the point. We will get that watchful eye over the chapel itself in that top corner, and we will see what happens. Let's see what's going on over the left of the map a little bit here as well. We have got the Chimera guys sort of sweeping in, and as I said before, I'm running the two computers now. I am running my own second monitor myself, so a little bit clunky maybe. I'll be interested to see what you think of that, you know, the perspectives I'm giving you in that top right corner now that it's actually working. It's just to be able to handle whatever's going on the stream, you know, and do the chat and do the match cast and have that happen as well at the same time. It's a little bit interesting. See, everyone's watching that Stewart run straight through the point now from before, from 30 minutes ago. It's amazing stuff, wasn't it? Panthers are still dominating in that middle area, so they are doing pretty well. I've got to admit, those Panthers have held off. Chimera have held there. We're going to have a look in a second to see what's happening from a map perspective again once this sort of settles down a little bit here. Chimera are losing centre control though. There it is. The centre control is gone again. The Line have picked that up. We've got some Chimera guys out here, but not many, and they are still fighting. They are coming out of that wheat field, so it's going to be hard for the Line to find them. There's a lot of wheat fields. I mean, again, just refreshing everybody. There it is. That's the garrison, is it? Yeah. There's the Chimera garrison, and it's there. And unless you happen to be running through, you know, like I can see it because I can see the symbol, but you can get pretty close and you just start to hear it. But otherwise, back here, you have no clue. You have to be very slow and very deliberate and look. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, look at that. Just barely. All right. Chimera with all the work to do, folks. 28 minutes to go. The game is still not over. It has been a good, solid play from both teams, but the Line have had the advantage, the upper hand, whatever you want to call it, for most of it. They are just gradually beating Chimera. Here is that push around the back where Chimera lost that garrison around the back. And it's probably a good time to have a quick look at those maps. Just a quick look, because we always want to do that. We want to know what's going on. We want to see where they've set up stuff. Chimera have got the 4 garrisons there. You can see those. Nothing around the point itself. So it's reliant upon the OPs that are in that area. Chimera look, they're trying up here, but they're seeing the Line are too good. They know about stuff going on up there. The Line have got that advantage back down this area here now, as we can see there where I'm highlighting. So yeah, again, they're just taking back that sector dominance. They're just taking back that sector dominance, and here comes a garrison now from the Line down below us on the point. That's supplies from the Allies, which means that they'll get a garrison in there and they'll be able to press the advantage on that right side of the flank. And Chimera in a lot of trouble, folks. They're in a lot of trouble. They're fighting for their lives here, but they're just gradually losing out. They're just gradually falling to an incredible Line assault. It's probably something that Chimera are used to dishing out in the last round of matches that we've been watching in the last few months. They've been very much about grinding the enemy down in a lot of matches. Now it's happening to them. It's not fun. It's definitely not fun. Dr. TV there, he's in nice and close. He'll be able to pop an OP in pretty close there. Maybe even having a bit of a look. We'll just have a quick look at the ping, by the way, folks. Questions come up from half an hour ago, so we might as well have a bit of a look. It's 200 on average there to 100. There are quite a few 200s in there. I generally don't tend to find it's that big a problem. I honestly feel that the ping, just looking at this right now, the Line are outplaying Chimera, because the right-hand flank is a good example of that. where they lost that garrison because the line guys just pushed through and ripped it up. They just, you know, and that's what the problem is. Right now, they're just being outplayed, Chimera. Having said that, though, they've still got a lot of defence circling around. So it's not over, as I said, it's not over. 25 minutes to go. The Line have still got a lot of work ahead of them, though, to be able to win this match. Chimera have got a bit more work ahead of them to try and bring this match back. Ultimately, it's been a good match so far, folks. All right, I think we should get in and do a bit of down and dirty action. I think that's what we should do. So we're going to get that camera up there and we're going to get down into the street and we're going to have a bit of a look. And we're going to follow Swarmy as he runs around, I think. How's that? Yeah, look at that. So we'll get a bit of that panoramic perspective stuff going on there and that camera. Swarmy pushes in onto the point and he's dead. Swarmy, you're a dud, mate. Next. Let's see who else is around. Who else is around that we can follow in? Chimera, very good job here on the defence up of that main road. That's what's happening right now. What we might do is we might stick onto this tank here and see what's happening with him. That'll be a good idea. So that'll give us a bit of a perspective on this this attack that's coming in from the north. Really, really good defensive play there from Chimera up to the north of the point there, where Mr. Gotrek, Shazmav, all those guys are. I mean, you know, they're creeping around. But they're shutting it down well enough. Trouble is they got a 76 now to try and pop open in front of them. I'm curious where the Panthers went. Quick map check to see. We've got one in that right flank and one in the middle of the point. Okay, so the Panthers are still around, folks. They are still around. There's one down there with a silly little whatever it is. Bam, just got HE'd in the face. Half eaten there, pushing towards that tank still. Extra supplies. I can see them up there, top left of screen. You can see them pushing in up the north there. Watching the tank with Cosmos doing his repairs on it. Oh, there's our guy that we're following. They're all repairing the tank. So the Panthers have been hitting it. Oh, Panther tank taking some HE to the face there on the right of screen. He's doing a little bit of a reverse there because it's a bit brutal. I'm going to go and check to see what happened up there with those supplies. Just scooting up. There's the push from Chimera. Was it an airhead? No, it was not. It's just a bunch of dudes running around. The attack squad from Chimera. Here's a rocket coming in now to try and pick up whatever it is, a spawn of an OP. Yeah, that's an OP up here. There's no garrison at the moment. Just looking at that. The tank there. Oh, HE on that tank. Folks, I just want you to look at what's going on in that top right corner. I couldn't work out why there were 4 barricades in a row like that. And now I understand it. That is a tank sitting on 4 barricades. I'm going to go and get that on the main screen here. I've just got to show it a bit better. Where the hell is it? Look at... To be able to see over the top of the hedgerows. Aren't people inventing? Hey, how clever are humans sometimes? That's a great play there. Oh, it's a bit brutal though, being next to that tank because they know it's there. Back onto the point here. We know we were just watching, of course, a whole bunch of stuff. We could see at the top there that the Line were taking the point. The Panther there is getting pressed by 76 in front. There's another Panther in the back of the point here. Chimera are about to lose this, folks. Chimera are really about to lose this pretty bad. The Line have got their Gary around the back here, I'm pretty sure. I won't check the map right now. Here's that 76 coming in towards the point, and the other one is up to its shenanigans down that main road, right next to the Panther. The Panther there in a lot of trouble. Chimera in a huge amount of trouble here. They've got no defence left here now on the point itself, and there it is. There's the cap from the Line, and so Chimera now with the 1 cap left to defend, which is the fields, or are the fields? Yep, sure. The Panther there is getting flanked by 2 76s. I think he might have even been killed already. There's another Panther there. Mugshot's right next to it. They don't even see that 76 coming in. He's got shot on it now. Oh, he's ricocheted. First kill to the 76. Is that what he's missed? Oh, and that is the story of Chimera's match right there, ladies and gents. Takes a ricochet off the front, misses the second tank, and then wears it. And that's just the end of it, I think. Those two 76s now are just going to roll straight through there onto the fields. Chimera, well, there's the other Panther here, not working together with its tank for obvious reasons. They needed to be down here trying to defend. Yeah, he's doing the defensive play down here. But unfortunately that meant... Ooh, what was that? Was that a blown up 76? I think it was. I think that's a blown up 76 that is in next to the carcass of a Panther, and I think that is two blown up 76s. Folks, somebody has picked up a pair of 76s for the price of one satchel. Please tell me who that was. What a great play. Whoever that was has picked up and changed the course of this. Wow. Another game changing. If that was GoTrek, I have no idea who put that satchel down. I'm going to try type in chat. I might actually get to watch the end of my stream here. What a great satchel from somebody on the Chimera team that picked up not one but two 76s who were literally going to win the match pretty much for the line by pushing onto the fields. I think they've just been picked up at exactly the right moment. That's given Chimera just a small skerrick of breathing space. What does it mean? Well, not a lot, to be honest. They just don't have the momentum anywhere here. Have a look at the maps. Let's go look at the two maps, and we'll see what we got here. So you can see there on my screen, which is the left screen, my primary screen, Chimera sort of defending their areas. You can see on that right hand screen, the line are all along that 8 row. They've got a few around the back dabbling around, but it's all over at the front. Just a pretty much a World War One front line. Here we go. So Chimera have got to clear out this garrison that's in here somewhere. That would be their first starting point. I don't even know where it is. Did we see that garrison in any stage? I think it was in there. Somewhere in there. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. They've definitely got an OP in there somewhere. So that's what they've got to clear out first. You can probably press that right side of the map reasonably easy too, for a moment, and then the line will reinforce it. They've lost control of that right side, and they haven't been able to get it back, even though they've got a Panther sitting there just shooting everything that comes along. There is something happening over here that's getting shot. Don't know what that is. Going to keep that main camera on this city defense or city assault, depending on which perspective you want to look at it from. The line is surging again, folks. They are surging plenty in there. Chimera with a lot of work to do. Big artillery just landed there and took out a bunch of people. Oh, there we go. Quick Nix has come through with the goods. 100 meters. Yeah, I could never remember whether it's 100 or 150. Fucking useless streamer I am. I need to have this stuff written on a little piece of like sticky notes or something beside me. But you know, I don't want to be an SME in everything about the match and everything about the technical data. I want to be. I guess where my focus is to try and give you some entertainment about what's going on and some of the funny plays, the comedic plays that occur, you know, from an aerial perspective. Because let's face it, it's not as exciting up here as it is down there in the guts of the church, where these guys are running in. You know, like this little play here. I'm liking this boom satchel on the church like that. You don't get that sexy stuff from this far back. But you do get that panoramic view and that strategic view of what's going on and who's doing what and what the threats are and what the risks are. And you can see, like if we talk about that right now, Chimera losing the trade on the left of screen there where Silly and Piano use the piano and Random, any Monty Python fans out there, I love that. Plays the piano, alright, off you go then. There's Stevens and Curse and Little Highness coming through there and Bad Luck, and they're controlling that area there, which is the threat for Chimera. But Chimera also haven't got this. They've never really dominated this right side. They cleared it out, and then they lost it again. And I don't understand why they lost it again. I missed it, and I wasn't filming it, and I'm really shitty at myself for it. Because I need to understand, from that strategic command perspective, why they lost this side again, this right-hand side where Cafe de Mocha is. Why did they lose that again? They cleared out the line guys. And then something has occurred. And I don't understand why. There should have been a squad out there holding that area, and there isn't. And either they were just beaten down, or they gave it up and went somewhere else, or they responded in the wrong way, or whatever. And it's allowed the line to push down this right-hand side of the map uncontested to the point where they are now, where they're running at a Panther, sure. Well, they were. The Panther, well, I think the Panther's fucked now, actually. There's another one down there on the left, I can see. The Panther can't push forward because there's nowhere for it to go. There's that whole row of buildings there. The line are just now dominating Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, and I just don't think Chimera are going to take this back. I really don't. Because they don't have the angles. They're running a whole bunch of people up the middle of the road here. No. Pop a tank in there with 1 or 2 infantry. Right there. Just here. Pop a tank here and have a repair guy on the side of the tank. Cover this area. Cover this area here. Alright. Stop the line from sending reinforcements to the left or right from wherever they go. Then run your squads out this side. Strip down the line's attack that's out here and shut this down. Big kill there from artillery. Nice shot. And then same thing out this side. Run them out here. But having people go up that main road when you haven't got control of that right flank means, look at this. One in the back of the tank. Ready for it? He's had a bit of a check. He's going to run forward. He's going to get a satchel on a reversing tank. He just 3, 2, 1. There it is. Oh, nice kill. And there is, folks, there is a satchel on the edge of that tank. Mugshot and Talk are about to die. Mugshot's about to die. Oh, he's done well. Oh, Mugshot might have saved that tank. Yeah, so that is exactly what was always going to happen to that tank, because they don't control where Bloody Nine is right now. Chimera need to get control of this area here. This is what's ruining it for him. This area here, this is what's ruining it for him. Let's get this fucking camera somewhere useful. This one's doing nothing at the moment. We'll get back up here and have a bit of a look at that from oh, there's a 76 there now. Alright, so that's now going to be pinging at that Panther. Panther is, where is it? It's still on the street. No, it's backed around the corner there. Panther's down behind the buildings, folks. 76 up on the street. Oh, tell you what, this is really interesting shit, isn't it? There's the Panther down the bottom of the screen in that top right corner. And he's got a 76 pointing at him now. A couple of different angles here. Chimera trying desperately to kill those line guys that are pushing towards the fields. They just got to control that right. Yeah. They've just got to control that right side. Here is an angry Luke's, is it? No, an angry Panzer IV going around the back there. Okay, so that's interesting. He's got 1 or 2 infantry supporting. This is what you want, folks. The attacking squad's now pushing in towards the back of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. Anger has got a satchel and he's not afraid to use it. Jam's got lots of bullets. They need to take I think there's a garrison in here. Somewhere in here. There's something next to the building. This is what you want to see from Chimera. They're doing multiple angle attacks now. And they might have a chance here. I think the point will start to turn back. There it is, folks. We're starting to see the blink now. But Chimera still don't have this east side of the map. Down below us here, this is what they need to control. There's a 76 on the middle of the point, though. And it's dominating anything that goes on. Jam has got round under the garrison, I think. Oh, he's just been nailed by the 76, though. We just saw a little blink there for a moment. Chimera have started to try and take this point back, and they're starting the north push. VK, you can see him at the top right of the screen. Oh, no, actually can't. There's a camera covering him. There you go, you can see at the top right of the screen there. Here's the Panther coming through the middle of the chapel now. He's going to rip around He's going to rip around and see what he can do against that 76. We're going to try and follow him. Oh, he's getting shot in the arse. Oh, this is trouble. He's just been... Oh, there we go. Brutal death for the Panther as he walks around the corner, running away from an anti-tanker. He's run straight into a... He's run straight into a 76. That was the brief moment of hope there for Chimera as it all falls apart for him again and their attack is completely stalled. Their guys are still up to the north there, but you can see Panic is just getting suppressed by a whole bunch of people up there and he'll lose the OP up there. Panther down the bottom here just died. Guarantee you that was a Panther. No, that was the Panzer IV? No, it was a Puma. Okay, so they had a Puma down here I didn't even know about. That's dead now as well. Again though, uncontested right side of the map is causing Chimera all sorts of problems. They're losing so much because of that uncontested right side. We will just whip ourselves around here and have a look at the middle of the map now. Actually, no, we will stay on that center point. We're just going to keep a central eye on the chapel in that top right corner so you can always see what's going on there because that's where the majority of fighting is going to be. Just want to rip across here to the left side of the map. You can see that the line players are starting to push down again on that left side of the map. Is that someone's airhead? No, it's not. It's just some stuff coming in. Maybe some chocolate for the boys. I don't know. We've got the press coming in down from the line. They're pushing into almost the artillery of Chimera. They're directly west of the fields right now. And if we probably, while we got that little lull in battle, we have a quick look at the double maps again. Just like to bring up what's going on. Chimera, look how they're compressed into 6 grid squares now. Chimera just stuffed into the corner now. There's a couple up here, but they've got very little left. They've got 1 garrison. They've got no... other stuff going on there. Couple of OPs, that's about it. Oh, Chimera in so much trouble. Whereas the line, they've got troops in almost every grid square for a 16 grid square radius there from the bottom right corner of the map as you spread outwards. They are completely dominating now. And Chimera are just... Yeah, I don't know. They're fighting hard. They're not giving up. But it's not going to occur anytime soon, I don't think, for Chimera. I think they're going to go down here. I don't think, based on how the line have played so far, I can't see Chimera doing a 1-2 up through to Pierre's farm and taking that as well. I just don't think that's going to occur. It is about that right side of the map. Panic's in there. Panic's in there. He's trying real hard, but it's been the problem the whole game for Chimera for an hour and 20 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes, this right-hand side of the map has been dominated by the line, and Chimera have not been able to deal with it. There's a good spawn, though. Now, they need to spread out starburst. We call it starburst. They go in all different directions and just clear wherever they can. Because if they all run in one direction, if they all get white line fever, they're going to lose their OP. Now, Electro's coming up. You should have your gun out and you're ready to go. Electro looking. He's got Cole. He's got Cole. That's a good kill. Nice work there. Diesel picking up backs. That's the stuff we want to see from Chimera. That's the stuff we want to see from Chimera here. As they press in on that left side of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, they're pressing the right side. They're in a bit of trouble there still, but they are getting a little bit of momentum. There's an OP in there. That's the good spawn in. Von Luck, Panic and Anger now will sweep north from there, hopefully, but they have to sweep south as well. Diesel's got to come out and do that. You can see that the line is starting to respond to that. They know there's a bit of trouble there. Those are the guys that just got picked off. And so this is where the trade war happens. And look at that. The trade's gone back in the line's favour. And that's what's been occurring all match, folks. We've seen that the line will lose the first trade. They'll pick up the second trade and they won't lose their area. They won't lose control of the area. Chimera just unable to capitalise on that trade that they win initially. When they do, of course. The line, no slumps, have won plenty of first trades as well, which we've seen quite often in the middle of the map. The line have won the first trade and then just kept pushing through, and Chimera have just been beaten back over there. So, yeah, look, you know, this is hard work for Chimera. They're just still pressing over this side here. I'm watching them here as we come in from that same perspective here over on the east side of the map, trying to clear the line out, trying to clear the Garys out. They're barely able to get 10 metres away from their OP, Chimera, before they're getting shot at again, and they're just getting picked off again. And they'll do trade, but they'll slowly lose this trade potentially. And I don't really understand why, because I know these guys are bloody good. I know these guys are good. There's the bombing run now. That's got to be the line deciding that it's time to end this match. They've put the bombing run down over what I'd expect is the Chimera garrison. They have not picked up the Chimera garrison at all. I assume that was yes, it was the line bombing run. I just had to check that. Now have a quick drink here as we watch what's going on there. There's no tanks left from Chimera. Oh. And now Chimera are reinforcing the fields. They're reinforcing the fields because they're just starting to see that cap happen. There's an airhead coming in. Is this airhead going to come in with anything sexy attached to it? It's definitely a line airhead. Has anybody even seen it? Oh, Hula's seen it. Hula's seen it. No chances taken there by Hula. Puts the rocket straight in. There's a Panther coming in. That's the Panther coming in, so that's good news there for the Chimera guys. They'll have a little bit of pressure to be played on the point. There's a 76 there. It's just been marked up by the commander of the Chimera team. There's a rocket going into it. It's a 76. Now it's a Stuart, my bad. Oh, fucking terrible eyesight. That Stuart will be dead in about 3 seconds. For sure, there's the Panther. No, he's not hitting it. Aussie boy's throwing a rocket at it. Hasn't managed to kill it. Yep, okay, so that Panther will likely see it. We can see that Chimera attack on Sainte-Marie-du-Mont has died, literally and figuratively. There's still a few guys left in there, but it's almost all over here, I think, for Chimera. There's a something just died there. I think that was the Stuart, by the way. I just was watching that. Get that top camera in nice and closey. So it's down to the last point here for Chimera. They've almost been pushed all the way back. They've been losing 50 to 100 metres every 5 to 10 minutes. So like instead of defending here, then they're suddenly defending here, then they're suddenly defending here, then they're suddenly defending here. They just keep falling back layer after layer. And when they do that to other teams, it looks really good and it's very effective, but they're not doing it now. The line, of course, I expect this level of gameplay from them, and they are showing us why they are one of the top teams in the competition, I think. They got to this stage on their own merits, both teams, but the line have got a 10-20% of an increase there in performance, I guess, over a Chimera. City Beats has just said something about having a third monitor. What you do is you spend a lot of years buying different computers, and eventually you have all these fucking old monitors lying around, and then you scrape and save to get a graphics card that's got 4 outputs, and then you're good. Then you're good to go. And then you can play the EVE online, by the way, too, because you can actually have your multi-boxing properly done. All right, Chimera here. Well, I mean, they're defending. Losing Sainte-Marie-du-Mont was a big fail on their part. Here's the bombing run coming in from them. They're sending it. Oh, it's going in there up over the northwest side of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. And Troms2, thank you very much, sir, for your resub. How are you, by the way, man? How did the stream go today? I didn't get time for any of it. The APAI was finishing today, folks. The finals have been played. I have no idea who won. 2 good teams in there, so I'm sure it was an exciting final and a great stream. Stu and Blue would have done a top show for you, no doubt. All right, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here, folks. So clearly it's GG's to The Line and Chimera, with The Line winning this one. So we're kind of finishing off now with the posterity play. If Chimera can actually hold off, and they can. They've got lots of bullets going down range, but that'll be the end of it, ladies and gentlemen. Chimera are going to lose this one 1 point to 4. The Line are going to win it 4 points to 1. Excellent play from both teams, but the Line definitely dominating, maybe a 10 or 20% better play overall. They had the run of play. Joan is just saying 30 minutes ago, this looks bad. It is, unfortunately, for Chimera. So we will come back and have a look at the screen at the end and see where they actually land and where it all ends up as we finish up here and watch what's happening. What I might do is just get ourselves in and have a little look at the absolute grindiness of watching some of these teams play in this comp and how bad it can actually get for them. Old Leroy's in there throwing bullets at things. Rogue's racing up. Great play from the line though. Didn't they just dominate gameplay? And their strategies were good. What I think was the most important successful point for them that anybody playing on this map needs to understand: don't ever give up the right-hand side of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. And we all know that the left-hand side's got a way open map, but the right-hand side there, if they get in amongst your back lines, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed because you can't bring in tank support very easily. Oh, that was a big rock there past Gil. Gil just wore it to the face. So well done to Chimera for fighting as hard as they could to at least hold on to the end there. And they are starting to cap on that last one. It really doesn't make any difference now. The line had that good dominance early in the middle of the match, didn't they? In the middle of the map. They absolutely dominated that centre play, and they were able to push vigorously back on the Chimera defence out there, which cracked the point open. So that'll be the end of it for Chimera, and that'll be the great game from the line. Defeat to Chimera 4-1. Success to the line, or 4-1 rather. And here are our players. Coltrane and VK were the leaders, of course. Having a quick look at the squads. How were they played out? Well, first of all, who are we going to give this to? Look, Lone Wolf was playing pretty well. We'll give him the point today. Have a bit of a look down at the rest of the squads. As I always say, this is the only way I can level anything up, so my rifleman will now get some nice points added to his score. I should be get my support up so I can have a flamethrower stuck to the front of me. I think I'm a rank 5 or rank 6 anyway. And we just wait for that to go through. So, yeah, we'll have another quick look at the rest of the players here on their team. Ooh, almost rank 5. Exciting times. Too many times playing commander or squad leader. Whipping down the bottom here. Have a last look at the rest of the players there. Different players in different spots today, actually. I was quite surprised by that. Usually I see certain people in certain roles. They're not in that today. Some very familiar names there in the line players, so that's good, because I do see them on the Friday Night Fights, because I usually stream that. All right, let's get ourselves back over to that main page, shall we? Here we go. I'll just turn off that little fella. All right, so folks, what do you think of that match? Big match. Tough work for Chimera, that one. The line didn't have an easy run of it either. There's no question about that. But so I'm just bringing up the screen. It's tough work from the line there to take that victory. They did well. So what am I looking at here? I am looking at the seasonal main stage. That's what I wanted to bring up. And so you can see there the line now progressed through to the 2-0 box, and so they only need to win one more and they'll make the playoffs. Chimera dropped down here to the 1-1 box. So they've got 1, 2, 3 more matches to get to the finals, pretty much. If they lose 2 in a row now, they'll be out. If they lose 3 in a row, they'll be out. Also, if they win 2 and lose 1, they'll be, oh, whatever. You get the maths. I know what I'm saying here. So if they lose the next one and then the one after that, they're gone. If they lose the next one, the one after that, and then they win one, they move forward. If they win the next one, lose one, you know, you get it. So they've got 3 more matches to get through. The line have only got 2 to get through, or sorry, 1 more match to get through now. So Chimera with 2 or 3 to get through, or otherwise they're out. Anyway, that's what it's all about, folks. That's how it's played. That was your stream. That was the Noppers. I'm not seeing any one I want to raid here. I don't know if there's any other matches on at the moment. Let's turn off that screen I've got going on over there. Nothing is going on to raid at the moment. I can't see any other plays. So we're going to end the stream there. And look, in 30 minutes time, if there is a raid worthwhile, if someone appears, then I'll raid them. Otherwise, I'm going to go watch the stream with you now, and it's great to have you here, and I hope to see you again at the next match. Good afternoon and goodbye for now.